Hey, this is Ace the Real IntellectualRadio.com. Another perspective. Well, I'm solo dolo today. I got my boy Maurice Wall. Should be coming through in a minute. My boy Kareem, Chris. Much love to you. Do y'all thing. You know I can hold it down by myself. It is what it is. Okay, we got some hot topics today, and anybody that want to chime in to the conversations, write down there. Hit the like button, add your comment. If I see it, I'm gonna read it in that order. Again, I want to give my prayers out to my girl, my schoolmate, my friend Erica Gangs. She lost a loved one. My boy, Low Cash Kill, aka SDMG. We all we got. Just lost his brother Pot. You know what I'm saying? Y'all throw y'all fingers up, throw the fingers up and let them know that it's all love, and we'll see you when we get there. You feel me? On another note, let's get it cracking. Now, uh, you heard the little statement that your boy Donald Punk um, released talking about he despised racism and discrimination and, all this old hoopla in the wakes of a year of the protest when that a Nazi, neo-Nazi, skinhead, racist dude ran his car and killed that young lady. You know what I'm saying? Blessings go out to her family too as well. May she rest in peace. You know, now he want to make these statements. His wife, talking about she despise it, and we as Americans, you're not American first and foremost. You over there in that one of them cold countries. I don't know, up in one of them mountains somewhere. I don't care. You're not Americans, but at the day, now they want to come out with these statements and try to soften up the blow. You know what I'm saying? We already know where you come from, dude, and you ain't about nothing. So, I'm not going to even waste my time, my radio time, to be talking about that cat. I just want y'all to, look at the news, see what they present to you. And then you put your own terminology to what you see. You know what I'm saying? Don't always believe in what you see on television because it'll tell a lie to you. And that's their way of trying to feed you bogus stuff that will deter your mind to something else. You know what I'm saying? So y'all know what to do. Y'all got common sense. Y'all not retarded and y'all not puppets. Because at the end of the day, whatever they do at the higher ups, it's gonna reflect on us. You know what I'm saying? Look at the streets today. You know what I'm saying? Big ups to the Bug Billionaire Parade. We didn't have any shootings. Everybody enjoyed themselves, and it was a lovely occasion, a back to school parade. So you can have confidence in getting your education, fighting for what you want, fighting for what you need, then come back and help your community. We got enough kids that we can and love on them and be in their corner and support their every need when it comes down to their education. The guys on the street, you educate them not to be out on the streets. They're home, you have to teach them common sense and how to respect and love and listen to your adults and understand not to be a follower but a leader first and foremost at the home. And then when you send them to school, you know what I'm saying, they know how to communicate with their teachers and things like that. We got young teachers today that's very innovative. you know Big shout outs to CPD and anybody that works from the bottom all the way up to the administration. Big ups to y'all because you know what? Y'all got a task on y'all hand. Majority of y'all that's in the educational field, y'all already know y'all are those kids' second parents. If they can't trust nobody, they supposed to trust their parents, then their teachers, the educators. And all you little freakaleaks out there, leave them little girls alone. I know they look seductive. I know they look grown, but you got to have common sense not to touch them. Everybody looks, but you don't have to look like you ready to do something to these kids. Because at the end of the day, you're gonna destroy their whole mental by even trying to indulge yourself. And then when you get caught up, then you a pedophile. Even though you didn't even know whatever It don't matter. You should have had common sense and understand she's looked at as your daughter or your niece. You wouldn't want nobody doing your family like that. And another thing, you know what I'm saying? It's very ironic that the government in Chicago, want to thumb their nose at uh, Reverend Williams. I can't see why it was a problem for him to pass out money to his congregation. It ain't about buying them, but understanding the message. He's trying to give back what the government has already took from us. Look around you. Take a bus ride in your own community. Take a bus ride outside the music, outside the community, and you'll see what I'm talking about. They had already sucked us dry. We off our last lifeline in some of these communities: Inglewood, Roseland, Morgan Park, um, Gresham. You can see it, and some of these places are historical places that I named, and some that I didn't name, but they historical because some of the late great Black African American people came from these same neighborhoods, and they dedicated their lives to showcase their own abilities to use whatever God gave them as a gift. They went and did something. It became a hobby, and then it became a business. And y'all have to have business savvy. Whatever y'all involved with that's for the good, get it. Because you see, they're not giving you anything. But at the end of the day, I was kind of ticked off how they just came at this brother because he understand the pain of the people that are living in these ghettos, so-called ghettos, our hoods, where we sleep, breathe, taste, walk, talk all through this place. And I think he shouldn't stop. Build the confidence that they can make that money. Here, I'm giving you this because I know you need it. That's what I got from it. Because you can see all these megalodon churches right now, black and white. Here it is. They get money all overseas. They get the poor people's pensions and everything. But you never see these megalodon churches give back with their name on it. And here it is, you're gonna get mad at a pastor because he want to give money because he a multimillionaire. He's up in age. All his kids and grandkids are certified, qualified, and bona fide. So why not give to the community? Give back to the community. Excuse me. But the community that serves his church, the people that's outside his community serve his church. He want to give them something back so they can feel good about themselves. That pastor understand our pain. And here's a token from your pastor to know that. I share your pain because I am an African American pastor. I was lucky enough to get into business and became a millionaire. And he's trying to give back. What's wrong with that? Some of you other black folks out there that got money that's millionaires, you need to go back to the hood, go back to where you first made your first $5 and give back to that hood. Motivate them kids that you love them. Because once y'all get up there, y'all forget where y'all come from. R. Kelly. And I'm waiting for Kanye to fall on his face, and a few other people that actually came to Chicago, made money, then left. I see you, Latoya Bradley. I see you. How you doing, sister? But at the end of the day, these people, they actually got rich off our backs, and here it is. You run once the show is over. Now you run it. But you ain't did nothing for the communities that you was investing in your money in real estate and other restaurants and things in that nature and feeding into them what they call them lobbyists just so you can keep your studio in that area or have your name on this and that and the third because you made all these rich folks richer. But here it is, the hood is the person that actually put y'all on the map. especially when there wasn't no jobs, or yeah, or they wasn't into anything but watching the TV, and was amazed that an African American woman or a man was able to come out the slums from other slum areas or states and come to Chicago and be able to use your gift to be who you are today. And here it is, we watched you because you motivated us that we can do the same thing. But then at the same time, when you make money, you give back to the community. You can go and donate money all over in Africa. Okay, they're my people. I love them. But we got Beirut, Libya, Kenya, wherever, all them other places in Africa, right here. When you looking at Roseland, Inglewood, Morgan Park, Auburn Gresham, and other places like that. Come on now. Let's get it together. But I'm gonna go to commercial and we'll be back. Ace the Real, IntellectualRadio.com.
Okay, let me start by saying I was wrong. I ain't never had a problem admitting my faults. You still put up with me, I showed you where the door at. You made the decision to get treated like a doormat. My mama said if the truth hurts, say ouch. Shoe was on the other foot, trust me love, I would've bounced. Now you on the phone, yelling and screaming and cursing. I believed I was, I guess I just wasn't the person you were looking for. Love you, I had a thing for whores. You were first, I never done this relationship thing before. I apologize, don't fix it and know that it's broke. Plus they say a man is only good as the woman he chose. I can't take blame for every single thing that we've been through. Oh, you mad as hell, but baby, it's the truth. I can't be who you want me to. Wish you didn't leave, but hell, I don't blame you. It's so crazy you should have to see. I never was the guy that you should be with. So take a long look at yourself. I know you think that I'm to blame for what I've done, girl, I'm ashamed. But the blame ain't all on me. You just chose not to see. This is who I choose.
Yes. This is Ace the Real, IntellectualRadio.com. And I might have been on one of my rants because that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? Another perspective. What I say out my mouth, I'm only giving you some of the things that I feel, that I see, and what I think. Everything might not, what I say might not be held true to you, but I know it's held true to me. So it's all right to have dialogue. I want to hear other people's perspective. That's what this show is all about. So if y'all have a little time to just listen, you know what I'm saying, and think about your community and understand, give me some ideas that we can at least save some of these kids that can be saved, and pray for the ones that can't, that they get saved. You know what I'm saying? We can't change the world, but we can change our community little bit by little bit, block by block, brick by brick. You feel me? So it's a lot of things. I was reading the paper today, and on the front page it had like 5 people, and on the front page, and it I forgot verbatim what it said, but where did they go? I saw some emphasis in the paragraph. Where did they go? What happened? You know what I'm saying? Y'all know what happened. Your community is not being fed love. Your community is turning their back on safety. I'm not worried about the police. Y'all already know what's up with the police. They purging, and we purging ourselves. You know, How could we get any respect from any other nationality or race when we can't respect our own? You know what I'm saying? We grown. We know what to say, when to say, and how to say it. In a situation where people are comfortable of what you say, but you got to be careful of what you say because it can come back and haunt you and bite you. You know what I'm saying? So that's a situation where you have to weigh it out by common sense. You feel me? So but at the end of the day, we have to start preaching love. Love thy neighbor, regardless. Love the bucket boys, the bums, the dope fiends. You ain't got to always give him a dime so he can get a hit. Give him a hamburger. You know what I'm saying? He'll love to eat. Coat the stomach on what you can't stop him in one day from being a dope fiend, but you can feed him and save his life for another 2 or 3 hours before he kill himself. You already know he's committing suicide. Look at your people that you grew up with in the neighborhoods you come from. They not here because the drug epidemic and not eating, taking care of themselves. They got spent off because these hallucinogenic type of drugs. It make you want to yearn for that instead of a meal. So y'all know who's playing the role and who not playing the role. Pick your poison. But at the end of the day, a cheeseburger is not gonna stop nobody, from loving on your neighbor. You know what I'm saying? That's showing a little love. I do what I can. My 10% goes back to the streets in any form or a form of fashion. It goes back to the street. If I'm passing a few dollars out to the bucket boys, or I see that bum on the street and he asking for change, or I see a little kid looking in the window because he hungry but he ain't got the money to get it, I'm gonna buy him that meal. You know what I'm saying? Because I wanted the person, when I was in their shoes, I wanted somebody to buy me a meal. And a few times people did because they understand that situation because they have been in that situation and somebody fed them. That's how food for the soul. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm going to push hard. And this is just an idea. And I don't want too many people, trying to rush. I want to do. They make all this money downtown for a week to do Taste of Chicago, you know, for tourists. Let's do a taste of Bronzeville, Hyde Park. More, we do it every week, 1 week per area, and all of them is invited. The, they don't have to go into a gorilla cage and pay $40 to get in the gorilla cage just to walk around in the gorilla cage and see the foods and stuff. Let's open it up so people can just come and you buy the food. Taste. It's a taste. It's not you going home with your Tupperware thinking you're gonna feed the family over the leftovers. No, support the community. You know what I'm saying? And the community be fair by prices. You understand it? You using food. You feeding the soul. Using food for thought. You know, soul food. You know, jerk. Whatever meal that you know how to make, and you think it's the bomb. Let's put it out there. And if you want to sell it, if they like it, they'll buy it. Believe that. We have some people come in. But we don't need the mayor talking about this is first annual. No, this is the hood first annual. The person that actually orchestrated it, the people that was involved, and the people that donated their time and the sweat and tears to make this dream possible. See, I dream about the impossible, but it's possible. Believe that anything is possible if we can band hands together. Let's do that. Let's do that for our kids. Let's show that um we're an adults and we're gonna do adult things and we're gonna make right decisions. The decisions that you make, hey, you might hold a foe, but you're showing people, the kids in your community, perseverance, prestige, keep pushing. You're a fighter. Let's take all that negative and that woe is me, and let's turn it into a fighting force so we can break down barriers. That's how I feel about it. You know what I'm saying? Because if we keep doing what we doing as black people, black America, it's going to be few of us that can't be able to get to that next level because we didn't put so many scars in the game. Y'all got to be able to realize that. I'm not going to point fingers, but what I'm going to do is try to start a movement of loving our people. People that I don't know that's black, I love you. People that I do know, I love you. Because every last one of y'all played a part of my life in one, even if it was for 30 minutes, 15 seconds, an eighth of a second. Y'all crossed a part of my life that I can always remember. I remember that. Y'all sit back and get back into y'all subconscious mind and think about where you was at and where you became. You can't do nothing but thank God for that. It was people that we thought that was stronger than us, that we, because of our insecurities. But actually, throughout the years, they was the weak ones because we here and they there, or they're not here anymore. You got to think about that. I'm going to have haters. I'm going to have people don't like me. But you know what? That's what keeps me moving. When when God ready for me to go, he know what to do. I'm not gonna sit there and wait on somebody to try to take me off my square or put me somewhere where I don't need to be. Been there, done that. It's time to re-educate our family that love value and family first. Regardless of what you do outside that door. Hey, that's life. That's the real world outside that door. But when you're inside your home, that love, that family love supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? I can give you an instance. My little brother called me. I was at work, and he said, "Bro, I need you to go grab your niece." I was like, "Okay, where's she at?" It's an honor to go get my niece. They say, "Uncle Aaron crazy." Yeah, but I love you. And whatever I have to do to make sure you get to point A to B safe, I'm gonna do what I gotta do. That goes for my people. Yes, I could be a jerk. I can say things that y'all might not like, but y'all know how Ace roll. We family. I love all of y'all. But at the end of the day, y'all got to start loving each other too. Ace can only stretch his hands out so far, and that's only what God gave me. But if everybody stretched their arms out and got side by side, that'll be a unforgettable and a remarkable circle in the energy that's flowing through there. And y'all sharing a moment that's unforgettable. Come on, man. That's real talk. Hello. How y'all doing? I'm on air. But at the end of the day, you have to be able to respect your sisters, respect your aunties, your mama. How you gonna get mad at somebody else? They said something to your mama bogus, and you do the same thing, and then you want to go get a gun because you scared to fight. And here it is, innocent people dying every day because you made the decision to be tough with a gun. But you run your mouth like you big. Really? Get into one of them 8x8 cells. And that same dude that you that you hating on or you fighting or you trying to kill. Both of y'all get in the room and do what you do. Somebody gonna win, somebody gonna lose. Both of y'all lost because y'all showed y'all cowards. Because you wouldn't be in that 8x8 cell because if you made that decision to do what you did on that street and then you get in that 8x cell, that was your decision. And half of y'all don't even know what you're shooting for. Y'all pillow talk. Y'all let these girls and these people that you think that's tough influence you to do things. Monkey see, monkey do. Are you serious? But like I say, hey, I was there. I know that the reason why I'm saying this because I was that. It took a lot for me to go through the trials and tribulations that I've been through to get to this point, and still going through it. But I'm not hurting nobody. I'm here talking to y'all. Like I say, this is therapy for me. This is what was bottled in me. If y'all start talking and start communicating, maybe you'll feel a little better. But you got to have common sense. You can't just jump off the deep end. Oh, my child don't do this. My child, you don't know what your child do when your back turned. Are you serious? That's why you got all them kids right now facing 50 to life because your child didn't do. Yeah, my child didn't do it. No, you need to chastise your child. Let them daddies do what they need to do and stop tripping on them daddies because he ain't with you. If he ain't with you, so be it. But y'all still got the co-parent. It take both. Tell daddy to leave them drugs alone and love on his kids. Tell mama stop trying to dress like a young girl and be the parent that you need to be. Call it like you see it. Stop trying to party and juke and drink the first cocktail because she 18. But then as soon as you ask her to wash some dishes, she cussing you out and call you all type of names. Or she stepping up to you like she gonna whoop you and you the one birthed her. Are you serious? But I was talking to one of my friends today. We had a discussion. Oh, yesterday actually, and she lived in Rockford, and she said Rockford police and the DCFS want us to get back involved with the kids by chastising them. But my thing is, when y'all took it out, this is what you created. If I can't keep my child in check, cause he being disrespectful, he ain't doing what he need to do. As soon as he call the police, you locking me up because you said I abused him. No, some of these kids need it. I'm mad because they didn't get what I got. That's why I'm here and they there. I was more scared of my mama than jail. She might probably go into jail and get me. So y'all got to have the fear of parent and fear of God in these kids. Y'all got to pray with them. Put everything to the side and say a prayer and thank God that they here. And you're not wearing that black dress and putting them in a box and you ain't trying to see him no more. He a memory, a thought, the past. You ain't trying to bury no kids. You trying to make them stronger mentally, physically, socially, economically, educationally. You want them to get whatever they need in this world to survive and want. But you have to put that thrive in them. Just like you had to thrive of doing what you needed to do to be who you are, you got to do it to the same kids. Because my kids know that I don't sugarcoat nothing with my kids, my daughters or my sons. And they might be out of state, but they know I come. If I see it on Facebook or Instagram, don't put your fingers all up in the air. I'm gonna break them and put them into sevens. Call the police on me. That's why my kids ain't in prison. They know daddy crazy. I might not be with their mamas, but I'm there because they carry my name. That's an honor to have kids carry a man's name. So if They carry your name. That means they got an identity because your identity is to them. Good, bad, or the ugly. But you also got to raise them to not to be like me or yourself. I don't want my kids going around and be just like my daddy. No, you ain't. Because daddy wasn't all day. He was all night. I want you to be everything. I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat and say I'm the best daddy in the world. No. Mm-mm. I could have did way much better. But my kids love me because of who I am. They know I love on them hard. That's why I stay on them. And they grown. I lost 2. I got 5 more. Ain't nothing happening. And that's how y'all should feel. Every day y'all get up, y'all hug them kids. Hug them grown kids. Mama, what you hugging me for? Because I love you. And let their friends see that. Because now they friend going to yearn from that from their mother. And then that will start a dialogue with that little young lady or that son to go talk to his mama. Mama, why you don't hug me like you normally do? Or I ain't had a hug from you in a long time. Open that door up. You got to. You got to have a line of communication. Put it on the table. They see it all on TV, all in the music, and they see it on these videos, love and hip hop, and all that crazy stuff. Put real life on the table. Why you don't love me? Why you don't hug me? Ask those little simple questions. It'll be hard for some of these parents to really answer it because they're not used to getting it. Because it's repetitive. It's generation. If you're not teaching that in your household from when you was a jit, and then you have kids, and then they have kids, and you're not showing them that family structure, this is what you create, the monsters that you get. Call it like you see it. So don't blame everything on the white man. You got to blame yourself because you should know that. What could I say? What could you say? That's why I want y'all to dialogue. Some of the things I say might not be pertaining to you, but I could tell you this: we running a parallel line of life. Because at the end of the day, we still got to go out there and get it, and we want to do something honest to get it. So you ain't got to worry about that white man coming at you about anything. Not saying that you scared, but do what you need to do to keep that white man out your face. If it's the law, the judge, or your superiors at your job, know what you know and do what you know, and your ability and anything that you do is gonna show for itself. You ain't gotta brag about it. Just be about it. Community got to deal with community. Policing and all that, that's good. That's if it get out of hand. But y'all can catch it right at your own door if you look at your house. If you know your family structure is messed up at the door, check it at the door. And you separate people that's not right for your family. Then you get a dialogue with their family. If they're going to be together, this is the things that I want my child to be involved with. If my child is not involved, he would not be hanging with you. Why y'all scared to say that? Because some of you women and men that's an adults that got kids still trying to live that life. Your glory days is over with. You can't parlay at the club and kick it all night when you have kids and they're growing, especially the young ladies. Them boys need to be checked by the men, period. That's why you see them with colors in their hair, because you separated them from father or men things. Basketball, it could be basketball, football, but what about fishing? What about camping? What about being using tools to build something? Levelers, tape measures. If you wanted them to get into science, how to measure and use this ribosome with this tribosome, whatever it is. If you wanted them to be mathematically inclined to be a banker or on their own bank, you want them to be scientists and create drugs that's going to cure people, not kill them. We don't need to build no terrorists because we're our own terrorists because we don't even love ourselves. So you destroying any structure that people in our past built to get us to where we at today. When you doing what they didn't want to happen because of the white folk. Now we got good white folk, and I respect a lot of them, but they don't understand how we live and what we had to go through. So that's stressful in itself when you're trying to fight just to eat or to stay alive. Come on, man. Or you hurting somebody else that's just as well off as you because you need that fix, or because he disrespect me, he stepped on my shoes, he messing with my girl. People lives don't need to go on because of that. And half of it, that's what y'all fighting for. Y'all clicking, pillow talking, letting certain people hype you up. Then you want to pop these pills to be Superman. Then when the kryptonite come, which is the police, you singing like a bird. You telling on everybody. But you was just that swole dude. I ain't no punk. I got swag. Yeah, you finna get the swag now. You finna face 40 to life. And you hopefully Bubba don't see you. Cause he gonna take your cornbread. Believe that. You got 40 years in Menards and Pontiac. Please. Them lifers in there. They ain't had a woman in 30, 40 years. And they see you and you got your hair all long, all with these extension braids, all looking all good. They gonna get you, Pretty Ricky. I know people right now today getting out of jail for 40, 50 years, but they got to sign a piece of paper saying that they was a pedophile in order to get out of jail. And then when they sign that paper, they can't be around their own family. So where they gonna go? They might see the parole office for about maybe 3, 4 months tops, and they're gonna go underground until they catch another case. Or them people gonna lock him up because he didn't report. Now he got to do the rest of his time. But how many people that he didn't touched or came at because he subliminally messed up, and he psychologically messed up because of simple fact he been incarcerated for 40 years. Only thing he know is count time. So to see this whirlwind of the neighborhood and how things is going fast, he gonna freak out. You know what I'm saying? Because he lived a whole world that was chaotic. So y'all gotta understand how this mindset works. Y'all know how it go. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know how it go. I shouldn't have to say nothing. Y'all should already know. You know, and I'm gonna say this again because I say it all the time. If the stove is hot and you stick your hand over it, what's gonna happen? You're gonna get burned. That's how you supposed to deal with life. If you know better to put your hand over hot fire, you should know better to make the decisions that you need to make. If a local and needy bo kitty want to go down the street and shoot through a window, you separate yourself because you going to jail too. Because you guilty by association. You was just standing there. You so happy, walked up, and they lock you up and give you 40 years because you might have not had nothing to do with the case. But them guys that did, you best believe they're gonna implement your name in some type of way for you to go to jail too. Because they feel you gonna trick and tell the truth because the state can use you as a witness, especially if you ain't got no background. Gonna flip that script. You've been in jail many times for disorderly conduct, assault. You might have some domestics. They're gonna automatically label you as a bad person. Basically, you don't have no regards of law. You're a menace to society because they got a track record of you. Hello, the reason why I'm telling you this, because me, I'm not gonna tell you nothing that I don't know because I've been through it. And people that know me, and I know a lot of people, and they know who I am. They know I was a nutcase. But after a while, you get older and you start making, smarter decisions. Do I want to live this life? I can't stand when people talk about my past to me because now you think you can do it. And you see what the police doing. Back then, the police wasn't too quick to shoot. But now they shooting. And the first thing they say, I fear for my life. He lunged towards me. He had this look in his eye just to get off from killing you. And because you got a background and the judge and them juries, because they're gonna throw your background up to prosecute you even if you dead. They gonna still throw you in jail. When they find him not guilty and you dead as a doorknob, your family fighting for you. And here it is, they get disappointed because you was a airhead all them years and had that background. And now we can't even fight for you when we know this man killed you. They got cameras. They even beating the cameras now. They finding software to take people out and digitalize the area where it looked like it was in real time, change the numbers on the time now. They can do that after the fact. You got the Trayvon Martins. You got a lot of them going all over the world. They don't put that on the news. They put Chicago on the map because they know we basically murder capital of the world. 30 people in one weekend. Hadia Pendleton and all of these other people, the twins on 63rd, one of them get killed because he had a starter jacket on. Because you mad because your mama or your daddy couldn't buy you a jacket. So you feel that you going to kill somebody, take his jacket and think you finna walk the streets? You finna walk with them numbers on your back when you had that DOC suit on. Because that's where you finna go. You finna go to a building of hell. Because you made that decision to take that boy's jacket and shoot him. Because you mad because you ain't get a job, shine shoes. Hey, go pick cans. I don't care. I will shovel every poop on the block to make me $1 out of 15 cents. That's why they made soap and water. You have enough to get you some soap and water. And keep shoveling until you make enough to have your business or whatever you do. All you guys out there that's hustlers, y'all can go to these retail stores, y'all can go to these automobile places that gift for gabbing, sell them cars, sell insurance. If you so good in your mouthpiece, hey man, you can get these bags, man. I'll throw you this and that. Use that same gift for gabbing and go get your real job. Talk your way into a job. Don't talk your way out of it. You might have to bite your tongue for a while just to get your foot wet. And then that's going to open your mind up to get something else that's even better than what you started with. I wish I could work at McDonald's. I'd show you how to get out. Because once they have confidence in you that you're going to be there on time, they're going to train you to do something else. They're going to train you, learn the whole store so you'll be an asset, not a hindrance. A hindrance is you calling off, you're working, you got an attitude when somebody asks you, can I have an order of fries? You got this stank look on your face. Even if you're having a bad day, whatever goes on in your house, it shouldn't come to your job. So first thing on your mind is to hustle. Let me hustle these people and getting these burgers so I can get my time. When you punch in, you hustling. Well, you ain't gotta ask nobody for nothing. You work for what you got. Be dedicated in what you whatever job you have. Learn. It could be whatever. A corner store. Get involved. learn it, learn the business, and maybe open up your own store. Take back your community instead of letting these Arabs come up in here. Then they talk to you any type of way. They think they can say certain things and get away with it because they're a minority. But you got to understand, this is your community. And you got to start with the respecting yourself, respecting others, and then other people start respecting you because you're talking with some sense. You're not talking about, man, I'm finna go turn up. Here goes some bottles. Here go, man, let's go get this and that and the third. Man, don't nobody got time for that. Then you're on the bus being loud, disrespecting your elders, cursing. And, when I did that, I got busted in my head by the time I walked through my mama door. I thought the bus driver knew my mama personally. But it's always somebody that's around you that know your family. You wouldn't know that because, you're oblivious of what's your surroundings at that time. You just japping off because you with your friends and y'all having fun. You can have fun, but you got to also have respect. When you see an adult and if you see she's struggling or he's struggling, let her have your seat. You young, you can stand up. You know what I'm saying? Be mindful of other people. You don't have to like them. You don't have to be their friend, but you're going to respect them. And you getting other people that's stepping up on these bus corners and on these L's and on these trains where y'all not going to be disrespecting these adults like that. Because what you're going to get is one of them old schools and they're going to throw you off the train. And you know what the train conductor going to do? Doors closing. But here it is, you rubbing your head because you got a couple of ooh-wee knots because you felt they jumped on you. No, your mouth got you jumped on. Real talk. If you can't fight, shut up. That ain't saying that you're a coward. No, maybe you just need to walk away sometimes. Just walk away. Don't say nothing, just walk away. Just walk away. Or don't be around people that you know that's going to kick off something. But it is y'all videotaping fights and where the young ladies tearing the clothes off and you got all they personal all up on camera. That ain't cool. Because she's still a queen regardless. How we gonna be kings to our queens when we treating them like they third parties? They're my sisters, man. They the next best thing to God because they can make another me. And if they next to God, I love God even more. Because I want us to keep going. You see what they did to some of the Indians? It was a lot of tribes. It's a lot of tribes that's lost. It's a lot of African tribes that's lost. Because they was a small group. And they wiped them out. You don't even know. Know your identity. Know who you are. Know what your family was all about. Know the history of who you are and where you come from. And then you'll have a better outlook on how to present yourself. Because after a while, you get old too, But I'm about to close it down. I'm just talking to my people, IntellectualRadio.com, another perspective. But I want y'all to understand this before I close out. Love on your people, love on your family, and put prayer back into the house. And that's all I have to say. Ace the Real, IntellectualRadio.com, perspective.
Okay, let me start by saying I was wrong. I ain't never